Good day, good day, good day, my lovely friends. Just clearing the energy. My heart is heavy today because this is a reading I've wanted to do for years, but I've put off. This is a very personal reading. This is for my friend MISHAK. He disappeared. I was just 6 years old. He was 3 years old, and I was best friends with his sister, but also very good friends with him. And the dragonfly always reminds me of MISHAK. Reminds me, he used to be such a flighty little kid. He was always running here and running there and doing things. He was so energetic, and he used to run around with his big white nappy dragging. Yeah, he's a fantastic kid. So he disappeared. Police believed that he was murdered by local witch doctors. We found that out afterwards, and I was so angry that they hadn't warned us that there was somebody in the area who was kidnapping little black babies, little black toddlers. Anyway, I'm just going to clear my energy because this is for MISHAK, not for me. Let's see what the cards can tell us. About the little boy lost, and the bottom of the energy is, yeah, crushing. The crushing loss. The loss of him was crushing. The loss of him was crushing to me, and for many years, many decades actually, I blocked it out. I didn't remember it, and then until it all came back to me. This is something that has crushed my spirit. It crushed my childhood. It was the first time in my life that I knew or realized that evil existed. So yeah, cards, you are right. This has been very crushing for me, and it's time I release him and let him go. So I'm that underlying energy. Oh, and as I pull that up, underlying energy is the person who was the victim of this crime is released. He's free. He's at peace. He's in a good place. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was something that I needed to hear. Okay, what else can the cards tell us? Big ice statue, people with hearts of stone. Maybe this person here is setting out to capture somebody. Maybe they lured him with a, oh, look at this sweet teddy bear, and then suddenly were able to grab hold of him. Ooh. Although it's very Egyptian in the background here, I'm getting very much an African vibe, an African energy. We were in South Africa, and I overheard the police later saying that people were taking little black boys to dismember for black magic. So that's confirmation. That's what happened to him. Okay. Ooh. Let me just see. Okay. His last days might have been difficult, but he's in a better place now. And all the days, weeks, months, years that we spent looking for him, every day we would get in the car and we would drive and drive and drive and look for him. And then when my parents had to go back to work, we would go every weekend. We would go every school holiday, and we would look and look and look and look until we knew we would never find him. So this card is, I'm finding it's a it's a message for me. Don't look to the past. Don't be sad. What's gone, what's happened is over. It's okay. It's safe to enjoy your life. You're not letting me down if you enjoy your life. And this is a message for anybody who's lost somebody, particularly to tragic circumstances. I did not expect this to come out. If you've lost somebody to murder, somebody to something vile, evil, this card is saying, and your loved one is saying, please don't be caught up in it. Don't let that be your life. Okay, and there might have been a little glitch in the reading there because I did pause it for a second or for a few minutes. My son came down into my little office, and he offered me some of his breakfast that he didn't finish eating. And again, this is, you can take this as your loved one in spirit giving you this message. The younger generation are there. If you've got other children, if you've got siblings, even if you don't have children, there are children in the world that could use your love. There are people in the world whose worlds you could make brighter and better, and they can make your life better. And it's time to stop being like these buzzards and trying to circle around and figure out what happened and why did it happen. And don't let that death consume you. It's okay to live your life. If you live your life now, it doesn't mean you've forgotten them. It doesn't mean they weren't important. It's a way that you can honor them. You can fly. Fly high in your life, and that is a way that you can show them that you really care about them, because they cared about you, and they want to see you released from the burden. They don't want their death to be the death of you. Yes, remember them. Yes, get justice if you can. I'm never going to get justice. I don't know who murdered my friend. Or even if maybe he just wandered off and some people found him. And these cards telling me that, yeah, that's what that policeman said very callously about him being dismembered. That's probably, really probably what happened. What is this? Rhinoceros with a big horn, and this fire and all these planets. There's more to this world than you know, and people who do evil will get justice. They will get the justice that they deserve. They will get the punishment that they deserve. And if you're not able to bring people to justice, you can leave it to the spirit world, to God, the universe, whoever, karma. They will get ruination. Their lives will be ruined. Their deaths will be ruined. And we don't want to let what's happened ruin us. And there is light. The light is for us. We can seek the light without being stuck in the past. Yes, it's been a storm. Sometimes I felt that I would be blown away, and you might have felt the same too. You didn't know if you could hold on. But here's the younger generation. There is hope. There is still reasons to be alive. There's still reasons to love and to trust. And it might not all go our way, but we are strong enough to weather this storm. We have felt so tied up by the loss of our loved one, and now it's time to let him go and feel free to race off to enjoy our lives, because our loved one who has passed is free as well. And it's time for us to feel that freedom. Unconditional love. Thank you so much, MISHAK. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is coming from your loved ones as well. Your loved ones that were lost to violent means. They love you unconditionally. They will always love you unconditionally. And you don't have to be stuck in that past, be stuck in the hurt, be stuck in the pain. They know that you love them. The depth of your pain indicates how deeply you love them. They know that already. Now it's time to have some fun. Don't get yourself tied up in knots. Don't worry if you don't know how to have fun anymore. Just take life one step at a time, and don't take life so seriously. And I'm just going to remind us of what was the underlying energy. If you have a loved one that has passed to a violent crime, remember they're in a better place. They're free. It can be crushing, but you can be strong. As much as this wicked raven is trying to crush this man in his beak, the man is resisting. He is strong. So, and it's time for you to fly free. And let's get a final energy. Please leave me a comment, especially on this video. It was very hard for me to do such a personal reading. I would appreciate a comment, and like if you do, and subscribe if you haven't. And we're going to end off. I'm going to choose 3 of these cards. Oh, community. time to leave the past behind, make friends, look after yourself, be in a space where you can love others. And even if you feel isolated, even if it's an online community or an online group, you deserve to have love. I deserve to have love. What happened is nobody's fault other than the perpetrator. Some of us are carrying guilt. I blamed myself for not looking after him. I was 6 years old, for goodness sake. What was I going to do? Yep, anxiety. Leave the anxiety in the past. Remember that your loved one is free. And it's okay, you know, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel the anxiety. Acknowledge it. Leave it in the past. Remember, your loved one is free. And one final, we're going to look at the bottom of one underlying energy, whatever it is. Angel of Balance. Isn't that beautiful? We've got some Egyptian theme going on again. Yes, it's good to grieve. It's good to remember them. Gone but not forgotten. Okay, I had another interruption. My husband coming to offer me coffee again. Yeah. So, yeah, well, as I was saying, Angel of Balance. Gone but not forgotten. It's good to remember them, but to remember them fondly. To remember that they are free now. And have balance to it. Don't be so obsessed and so consumed that it consumes your life. Okay, and now my mother has come through and disturbed this reading. So this is just telling me this really is time to let go of the people who are no longer with us and to really spend that precious time with those who are still here. So all those hours and days and years of worrying and being anxious and wondering what happened, transform it into a more balanced lifestyle and pour that love into those that you still have. Remember the ones who are lost, but do it with balance. And these cards here, if you're into numerology, 1848, it's a progression. You're not going to feel great immediately. You're not going to get over somebody's violent death, but you can feel better about life. And you can let people in. You can let people into your circle, and you can bring joy back into your life. So I would just like to thank MISHAK, as my symbol for him, for being here with us today, and thank you all for listening to this reading. I don't know if anybody, a single person, will listen to it, but it was very personal, and yeah, I'm glad that we've done it. And now I release MISHAK. I won't forget you, but I'll live more in balance. Thank you all for listening. See you next time.